Welcome, welcome to Tabata Tuesday. I'm going to share my screen here for a minute as people are coming in. Here we go. I got 12 o'clock on the dot right now. I'm going to leave this up for 1 or 2 minutes. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Super excited. We got some good stuff going on. I got a good playlist going on. Lots of positive vibes on this Tuesday. And I'm just going to leave this up for another minute or so. $12:01, hanging out here for another 30, 45 seconds. All right. Again, welcome to Tabata Tuesday. This is Petey, and I am coming at you today from the Margot Canal Recreation Center. We have been here working hard to make sure that we are going to open up safely for everybody to come back this fall. So we're super excited. I'm here in our new, it's going to be our virtual studio. It's going to be awesome. It's exciting. Let's do some Tabata. What I have for you today first is our playlist. This is a little bit of mix of some today hits and some classic rock, just to throw some variety in there. So I posted the Spotify playlist to the chat if you are following along with that. All right. So if you're following along with the playlist, go ahead and open that up. Let's get it started. Actually, pause right before we get it started. I got a little too excited here. Tabatas. So one Tabata is 8 rounds, 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna do 4 Tabatas in this class. So today I've got a starter Tabata. We're gonna do some isometric work, build a little bit of extra heat, and then we're gonna get into our main Tabata, which we'll do 3 times. So again, 4 Tabatas. One Tabata is 8 rounds of 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. All right, now that we know what we're doing, Spotify playlist is back in the chat. Let's get that started. And go ahead and find some space. If you're joining me from home, usually I'm working with my couch. Today I'm gonna be working with this bench over here, but you can still work with your couch, still achieves the goal there. So we're gonna start down on the floor in a hip flexor stretch, so kind of in a lunge position. I want you to lean forward into this stretch. Feeling it right here in the hip flexor. You can deepen the stretch by taking the arm over the other side of the body. And go ahead and switch it up. So the other leg goes forward again. We're leaning into the stretch, feeling the hip flexor here. Arm stretches over if you want a little bit more. Start to think about your breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, we're coming up to a standing position, feet out wide. Let's do some torso twists. So really trying to loosen up the upper back here, but it's okay to have some movement through the ankles and hips as well. Kind of continuing with this motion, keep the feet out wide, take the arms out wide. We're gonna hinge through the hips and drop one hand down to the ground, then we're switching. So windmill motion here, turning on the mobility in the back of the legs, hamstrings, glutes, inside of the thigh, working on mobility in the thoracic spine as well. One more each side here. All right, we're going to a little standing stretch. So pulling one knee up into the chest, hold for a second, and then switch. Start to turn that balance on. Pull the belly button into the spine to brace the core. Go ahead and drop the Spotify playlist again for those just coming in. All right. So turning on the core, thinking about our breathing, think about these postural muscles too, right in between the shoulder blades. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Let's switch directions here. So we're doing a little butt kick stretch. So taking the foot back, heel back towards the hips, grabbing the shoelaces, hold for just a second and switch. One more each side here. All right, let's continue to turn on the balance, turn on the strength, especially in the back of the body. We're gonna go for some RDLs. So you're gonna take one leg, back heel reaches towards the ceiling, reach down towards the ground, and then switch legs. So the key here is I wanna keep my core braced, hips and shoulders square to the ground, and then I wanna engage the back of my legs by reaching that heel towards the ceiling. Let's do two more each side here. Turning on the balance, turning on the posterior chain. Ooh, speaking of balance. One more. All right. Now, headed to a shoulder stretch. Take one arm across the body and let's roll the same side ankle at the same time. So we're not putting a lot of weight on this ankle. We're just getting some movement going. And other side now. Shoulder stretch, roll the ankle. We're gonna finish off our warm up today with some inchworms. So I want you to reach all the way up, stretch all the way down to the toes, walk the hands out, hit one push up, knees or toes, walk the hands back in. We're gonna do 4 of these total. So we're stretching the whole body and then we're turning on the muscles in the whole body. Shoulders, triceps, chest, depending on how you're doing that push up. Turning on the core as we extend out into a plank position here. Walking the hands back in, keeping that strength in the back of the legs. One more time. All right. Grab a shake of the arms, the legs. Stay nice and light. Keep moving around. Feel free to stretch or shake anything that feels particularly sore as I walk through our first Tabata. So again, we've got one Tabata today. We're gonna do isometrics to start. What isometrics are is movements where we just hold it. We're just gonna hold it for the 30 seconds. It's gonna bring some extra activation into our muscles. It's gonna bring a little bit extra heat as well. Then we're gonna move into a Tabata with 8 different exercises and we'll repeat that 3 times. So we've got some compound exercises in that one. It's gonna be a lot of fun. For the first Tabata, the isometric Tabata, 8 different exercises. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds apiece. Exercise number 1, just the squat. Heels outside hips, toes pointed slightly out. We're sinking the hips back and down and holding here. Now as you hold, I want you to try and keep your chest up nice and proud and hips nice and low. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we are holding the push-up. So either a chest targeted push-up with hands outside shoulders or a tricep targeted push-up with hands underneath shoulders. Whatever option you pick, you can go knees, toes, or knees under hips. We're gonna come down to 90 degrees and hold right here for 30 seconds. We're gonna immediately build some fire in the upper body. Exercise number 3, we've got the right side lunge. So in a lunge position, both legs come down to 90 degrees and we hold. Exercise number 4, we're doing the left leg. Exercise number 5, we're gonna start to turn on the core so we can support the rest of the body. We've got a front plank here, can also go to your knees, can also go to your elbows. Then we're gonna move to each side. Right side plank, again, we can go knee, we can stack the feet or stagger the feet. Left side plank, same rules apply. And then exercise number 8 for our isometric Tabata today is gonna be a pike. So for the pike here, we're actually turning on the back of the legs and the shoulders. So in a pike position, we're up on the toes, taking the hips up as high as we can, engaging the shoulders and the muscles in between the shoulder blades. All right, enough chat. Let's do it. I'm starting your timer up. Again, this first Tabata is all isometric holds. We're starting with the squat in 10 seconds. So heels outside, hips, chest is proud. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Very nice. So I want you to get your hips down to about your knee level. Keep the weight in the heels. Keep the chest up nice and proud. So I want you to think about kind of activating the muscles in the back of your torso, so in between your shoulder blades, lower back extensors. Keep that chest proud. Now activate your glutes. Make sure the knees are going out wide over the toes. Whoo, okay, I feel some heat. Keep working. Only holding for 30 seconds here. Staying with it, keep that chest nice and proud. Weight stays in the heels. We're almost there. I think. Oh, time. All right, we got 6 seconds here. I'm turning the volume up so we don't get left there again. We're going to the push-up next. Go for it. Coming down to a 90-degree hold. Elbows bending 90 degrees. Check it out. You've got options here. Knees under hips like so. You can go to the knees and try and challenge yourself on the toes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Keep the elbows pointed back and down. And embrace that shake. You got it. 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Shaking the arms out. Next up, we're moving into lunges. So right leg in front first. We're gonna hold 90-degree angle off both legs. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Now, the back knee doesn't have to touch the ground. I want it to hover 1 or 2 inches above the ground. Both knees should be at 90 degrees, and I want you to sit up nice and tall here. So your shoulders and hips should almost be above this back knee. We got 15 seconds. Whoo! Drive through the front heel here. I'm starting to shake. Keep it up. 6 seconds to go. Remember, we're only doing this Tabata 1 time. And time. Give those legs a shake. Next up, other leg goes forward. So you should be feeling the heat build in your body. Your muscles are starting to turn on. They're starting to wake up. They're feeling nice and activated. All right, other leg in front. 3, 2, 1, and drop down into that lunge hold. Again, we want to focus on keeping the chest up nice and proud and brace that core. Pull that belly button into the spine. If it helps keep your chest up, maybe hands to the back of the head. You can also keep hands on the hips. All right. Feel this quad activate, maybe a little in the glute, the front quad as well. 8 seconds to go. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of that lunge. Shake it out. Halfway through Tabata number 1, we're headed to a plank next. So again, you can do these on hands, elbows, knees, or toes. We're going in 8 seconds. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. All right, now I want your body to be a 1 flat line, whether you're on knees or toes. And I want your shoulders to be over your hands or your elbows, whichever one is on the ground. Now squeeze in between your shoulder blades and knit your rib cage together. We've got 10 seconds. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Embrace that shake. 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds of rest. We're going to our first side plank. So pick which side you want to do first. Again, you can go on your elbow, on your hand, on your knee, or on your toes. Going in 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Now, if you're staggering the feet like so, we want to make sure the top leg is in front. You can also stack, or you can come down on one knee. You can do all the same things on your elbow as well. Stay with it. We've got 15 seconds to go. We want to try and keep the body in a nice flat line, so we don't want the hips going too high or too low. Woo! Feel the heat turn on in the oblique right here. 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest. We're going to the second side now. So think about those options. Stacked feet, staggered feet, down on one knee, elbow, or hand. Going in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Again, if you are staggering feet, make sure the front leg is in front here. Now find that good breathing. Make sure that your shoulders are in line. So shoulders should be over my hand or over my elbow, whatever's on the ground. Keep breathing. This is our second to last isometric round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up is the pike. So taking hips up as high as we can, and we want to engage, we want to squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Our final round of building some heat in all the muscles of the body, and then we're going to move them. 3, 2, 1, coming up into that pike, hips as high as you can, squeeze in between the shoulder blades. It's like an active down dog, coming up on your toes, pull that belly button into the spine. We're turning on those postural muscles, turning on the muscles in the back of the legs, a little bit of the serratus anterior under the armpit. Again, it just keeps you standing up proud. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very nice. Taking a minute to rest here. Shake anything that feels particularly tight. Stay nice and light and loose. For our next 3 Tabatas, we're gonna repeat this one Tabata. We got a lot of compound exercises here. I'm pretty excited. Exercise number 1, we're gonna do a squat sprawl. So here's what it looks like. Down into a squat, hands down on the ground, shoot those legs back into a plank, come back to a squat, and then stand. So it's really important here to hit this squat position. Heels on the ground in the squat. Keep the chest nice and proud. Now you can walk those feet back as well instead of jumping them. Exercise number 2, got a tricep dip to a toe tap. Now, I'm gonna use this bench right here, but feel free to use your couch, anything elevated that you can get the hands on. We're going to dip off the front of the couch or bench, dip, and then a toe touch. Dip and toe touch. Elbows go straight back. Option is to sit on your surface, hands on the surface, and take those elbows back. All right. Exercise number 3, we're going to a deadlift to calf raise. So heels right outside the hips. We're going to hinge the hips back, keeping the back nice and flat until we feel that stretch, that strength in the back of the legs. Come on up, calf raise. Deadlift, calf raise. Core is engaged, connecting the posterior chain. Whew, already feel burned up to 3 reps. Alrighty then. Exercise number 4, we've got the Heisman step. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's a little shuffle, and we're bringing the knee across. You can walk this as well. Totally up to you. And if you want, you can put those Heisman arms on it. All right. Exercise number 5. We have a Superman. Yeah, exercise number 5, we've got a Superman jack. And make sure you have some room here. When we Superman jack, we're taking one leg out, one arm out, and go as far as your space allows. So if that's only 2 jumps each side, that's okay. You can also do a squat tap here if you want to take the impact out of it. All right, exercise number 6, we've got a reverse plank. Now use your elevated surface. Set up just like you did for a tricep dip. We're coming up into this position here. Now, if this is enough for you, you can hold it. Or you can take one knee in at a time. Working on shoulder mobility and strength all at the same time. Exercise number 7, second to last one. We've got a bear squat to a push-up. So we're gonna start in a plank. Feet are nice and wide. We're gonna use our hands to drive our heels back towards, drive hips back towards heels. Knees go out wide. We're gonna return to the plank and then push up. Bear squat to push up. Now you're welcome to drop down to knees for the push up. You'll just pop back up on your toes for the bear squat. And finally, our last move today, we have a V up. Everything down, everything comes up to me. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Option, of course, is to bend the knees. All right, Tabata team, let's do this. Starting your timer over We're going to start with our squat sprawl in 10 seconds. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Squat, hands on the ground, plank, jump back in, and stand. Now we want to keep the hips or the heels outside of the hips. Really focus on getting down in that squat before you sprawl back. 12 seconds to go, walking option here. The most important part of this exercise is the squat. 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, we have our tricep dip to toe touch. So setting up on your elevated surface, fingertips hanging off the front. Chest is nice and proud. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Dip, toe touch. Switching up, the toe and the hand we go with. So you want to go across the body here. Opposite hand to opposite foot. Staying with it, 15 seconds, option here. Dip to toe touch. Dip to toe touch. Stay with it, 6 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, deadlift to calf raise. So you want to start with your heels outside the hips here. We're going in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the hips back, deadlift to calf raise. I'll go side on here. Deadlift to calf raise. You can reach the arms down, but you want to make sure to keep the back nice and flat. When it starts to round, you're going too deep. We want to feel the stretch and the strength of the back of the legs. Whew. You already have some heat in from the isometrics. 2, 1, time. Give those legs a shake. Very nice. Next up, we're going to our Heisman steps. We're raising our heart rate a little bit. 3 steps to the side with a crossbody knee. And some Heisman arms if you're feeling fancy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. You can do a little shuffle step or a running step. Up to you. Once you get comfortable, add the arms. Go a little quicker. Remember, you can walk this as well. Just bringing that knee across the body. We've got 10 seconds to go. Nice work, nice work. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good lateral movement here. 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest. Awesome work. We are halfway through this Tabata. Next up, Superman jacks. So remember, right here. Work with the space that you have. Again, if you can only go 2 and 2, that's okay. Going in 3, 2, 1. Superman. Work with that space. We are exploding into this jump here. Very nice, very nice. Remember, squat tap if you need it. There we go, there we go. My camera's like, what? There's not a couch? What's going on? Stay with it. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. 20 seconds to rest. Awesome work. Next up, reverse plank with knees. So you want to hit this on an elevated surface. It's going to help that shoulder mobility a bit. Going in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Reverse plank, one knee in at a time. So we're increasing shoulder mobility here. You want to make sure to keep your chest nice and proud. Almost think that you're opening your collarbone up towards the ceiling. Remember, option to just hold right here. Squeezing the glutes, bracing the core. We've got 8 seconds. Awesome work, awesome work. 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest. 2 more exercises to go in this Tabata, then we get a break. Next up, bear squat to push up in 10 seconds. Again, we're starting in the plank position. Make sure the feet are nice and wide. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Bear squat to push up. Now you can do the push up any way you want. You can keep the elbows in nice and tight like I'm doing for triceps, or you can take the hands out wide for a chest focus. Up to you. You can also drop down to the knees for the push-up part. Hip mobility, upper body strength, all at the same time. And time. 20 seconds to rest. Last exercise before a break, we got V-ups. Gotta make a core exercise. Fit in the Tabata. Go ahead in 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Everything down. Everything comes up to meet in the middle. Keep breathing here. Use your core to pull your legs towards your hands. We want legs all the way off the ground, and we want shoulders all the way off the ground. Take these as fast or as slow as you need to. Keep breathing, keep breathing. 3 seconds. And time. All right, team. We've got a minute and a half to rest here. So take a lap, stay nice and light and loose, grab some water, listen to your body. It's gonna tell you what it needs. We've got that same Tabata 2 more times. So no surprises here. You've seen all the exercises. Now we're gonna work on getting more comfortable with them. So we're taking a minute and a half break here. This break is super important to the kind of high intensity interval training that we're doing. It's gonna let our heart rate come back down so that we can spike it back up again. So we got these big spikes, and then within the Tabata, your heart rate kind of goes like that. And that is the key to HIIT training. We want the heart rate to do all kinds of spikes so that your metabolism is elevated throughout this workout and the rest of your day. All right, we've got 30 more seconds to rest. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm gonna start our timer over. We've got that same Tabata again. So we're gonna start with our squat sprawl. All right, in 10 seconds, we're rolling into Tabata number 3 of 4. We're halfway through class. We got this. 3, 2, 1. Squat, sprawl. Squat down, sprawl back. Really want to return to that squat before you stand. So drop those hips nice and low. The wider you can plant your heels, the better this is gonna feel. Use the core to shoot the legs out. Awesome work, awesome work. 3, 2, 1, time. Give the legs a shake. Next up, we have our tricep dip to toe reach. So finding your elevated surface here, couch, chair, curb, whatever you got. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Tricep dip, toe touch. Again, we're alternating our toe touches here. Make sure those elbows are going straight back, just dropping that body right off the front of whatever you're doing dips off of. Nice work, nice work. Keep the chest proud. We've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest here. Awesome work. Next up, we're hitting the deadlift to calf raise. Now, if you want a little more, deadlift, jump. Now, when you jump, I want you to try and just use the calves. So it's not gonna feel like you're jumping very high. Go for it. Deadlift, to calf raise. Again, if you want a little more, calf jump. Now the calves are actually your biggest jumping muscle. So by isolating them for this jump, we're teaching them to be explosive. We're teaching them to be those afterburners when we jump. 3, 2, 1, and time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, we have our Heisman step. We got 10 seconds to go here. Remember, we're going 3 steps over and a cross-body knee. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Heisman step. As fast or as slow as you need to take it. Keep the chest proud. Use the core to pull the leg across. Again, add the arms if you're feeling fancy. 15 seconds to go. We got 10 seconds. Keep working. Keep working. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest. Hands on the hips if you need some air. Next up, we're doing Superman jacks. 8 seconds to go. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 1, let's do it. Superman jacks. Again, working with your space. Go however many times you can to the side, even if that's 2 and 2. Nice work, stay nice and explosive. Don't forget this option. Awesome job, you got 10 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. Getting some breath, grab some water if you need. Next up, reverse plank to alternating knees. Finding that elevated surface again. Chest stays proud. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Let's go for the knees. Try not to let the hips drop as you pull the knees into the chest. We want to keep the glutes activated so our body stays in one flat line here. 15 seconds. You got 10 seconds to go. Keep it up. Keep that chest open. Collarbones towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, bear squat to push up. Second to last exercise of the third Tabata. In 5 seconds, taking those feet out nice and wide. Ready? Go for it. Bear squat to push up. We are building strength and mobility here. So we want to be strong movers, but we want good quality of movement as well. That's where longevity comes from. Quality over quantity. Remember, you got a knee option for the push-ups. 3 seconds. Time. Awesome stuff. Last round of the Tabata, we've got V-ups. Then we're taking one more big rest before we hit this Tabata, just one more time. Woo. Time flies when you're getting sweaty and having fun. 3, 2, 1, V-ups. Remember your option here. You can pull the knees in, take the arms around, and get those shoulder blades off the mat. Keep breathing. Very important to breathe on core moves. You're already building pressure in your abdominals. Don't add to that by holding your breath. 4 seconds. And time. Woo. Okay, team, we've got a minute and a half to breathe here. Stay nice and light, nice and loose. Take a lap. Chest stays proud. Grab some water if you need. If you're taking water, it's very important to sip and not chug. Chugging will only get you cramps when you're working high intensity interval training like this. Breathing in through your nose, out through the mouth. If you need some extra air, hands on the hips, hands on the head works too. We still got a minute left to rest. All right, so we've done these exercises 2 times now. No surprises, we know what's happening. Last round here. We've got about 45 seconds. Breathing should feel like it's starting to become under control again. Again, we're going into our last big valley of heart rate before we spike it back up again. Achieving that good metabolic rate for the rest of the day. We got less than 30 seconds to go here. Starting off again with that squat sprawl. Last time you're gonna do any of these exercises, last Tabata of today's class. Let's do it. 10 seconds. We are rolling with our squat sprawl. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Squat, hands on the ground, sprawl, come back to a squat. Keep the toes out wide for this squat. Drive through your heels when you rise to the top here. Nice work, 13 seconds. Awesome stuff. 8 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Squat sprawl, check. 7 more exercises to go. Next up, tricep dip to toe tap. 8 seconds. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Elbows go straight back, engaging the core to maintain our balance as we toe tap. Keep breathing, keep the chest up, shoulders away from the ears. We've got 11 seconds to go. Last time you're doing this movement, I know it burns, I know you're getting tired. We got this. We're gonna finish strong. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Shaking out the arms if you need it. Next up, we have our deadlift to calf raise or calf jump if you're wanting a little extra. Remember, on the calf jump, try not to use the knees. I know it's hard. Try to only use those calves. Let's do it. Deadlift, calf, jump. So we're hinging back through the hips and then using the calves to get explosive. Even if you're only barely getting off the ground, you're training the calf to be the jumping muscle. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Calves are feeling like jello. That is good stuff. Next up, Heisman step. Exercise number 4, which means we're almost halfway through with our last Tabata. All right, 5 seconds, going for that Heisman step. 3, 2, 1, go for it. 3 steps, or a little 3-step shuffle, and then a cross-body knee. Here we go, here we go. Chest stays proud. Squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Keep breathing, keep moving the arms. Going as fast or as slow as you need to. Finish it out the round. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Whew. Next up, Superman jacks. Last big cardio spike. Remember, using the space that you have around you, even if it's 2 jacks each way. Ready, set, go. Superman jacks, we got this. We are in the back half of our last Tabata. Rock it out, rock it out. Staying with it, staying with it. Keep breathing, keep moving. Think explosive off the ground. Your calves should be cued in. They should be helping you out. 6 seconds, come on, come on. Almost here. 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. Shake the legs out. Get that breath back. Next up, we've got a reverse plank with knees. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're sitting down, keep the chest up and proud. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Reverse plank. Squeezing the glutes, pulling up the knees. One knee at a time. Feel free to take it nice and slow and controlled. This is our last round here. Nice work, nice work. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keep breathing. Take the gaze up to the ceiling, it helps. 3, 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest. Okay, team, we got 2 more exercises to go. 1 minute total of work. Next up, bear squat to push up. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Legs out nice and wide. Dropping the hips back and down. Hitting the push up when we get back to the plank position. Last round you got here. Challenge yourself. If you can work at push-ups on your knees, try 1 on your toes. You got this. We got 10 seconds. Come on. Come on. Leave it all on the floor. And time. Woo. All right, team. 1 more exercise. We finish with V-ups. 10 seconds. Last move of the day. Knock it out, core. 3, 2, 1. V-ups. Everything up. Everything back down. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Activating that core to pull upper lower body together. We're almost there. We got 10 seconds to go. Keep working. 3 seconds. And time. Keep laying here. If you don't want to lay on the ground, that's okay. Pop up, take a lap. We want to let the heart rate come down. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the back of your body connect with the ground. Ignore that bell. Let's hit a stretch down here. Let's take 1 leg up, cross it over the other knee, and with the same side hand, we just want to give it a little bit of guidance. So we don't want to push to the point of pain, just a little bit of a stretch. The hip flexors, glutes. Awesome, awesome work today. We fired up every muscle in our body with isometric holds, and then we did some compound exercises. Go ahead and switch legs. And those compound exercises fueled connection between different body parts. We'd love to see it. Again, just a little bit of guidance with this hand. Don't push to the point of pain. And then bring those knees into the chest. Rock back and forth, massage that lower back out on the ground. And let's go for a nice spinal twist. Just let the knees float to one side. Arms out wide, look towards the other hand. Again, we're working on regaining our breathing. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take it to the other side. Knees over to the other side, looking to the opposite hand. As you breathe, visualize breathing out through your back. And with each breath, it relaxes just a little bit more. All right, rolling over into a seated position. We're gonna stretch the back of the legs here. Take one leg in, one leg out, and reach towards that outside toe. Stretching the hamstring, a little bit in the lower back. Switching it up. Breathing should be feeling almost back to normal. Be able to get a good breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Make sure that you take time to recover today. This is lots of hard work for your whole body. Make sure you hydrate. Let's take one knee over the top. Give that knee a hug. We're working on the outside of the leg here. Make sure you refuel. Having a good balanced meal. It's a great way to reward your body after working out. Go ahead and switch sides. Maybe a nap in your plans today. That's always my goal. All right, coming up into a standing position. Whew. We did a lot of work for the triceps today. Let's have one elbow up. Stretching out the tricep. And the other arm. And then release those arms down. Gonna get shaking the arms, little neck roll, one direction and then the other. All right, give a good shake, good stretch of anything else that feels tight. Thank you so much for joining me today for Tabata Tuesday. My name is Petey, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, feel free to shoot me an email at petersrx@bc.edu. And check in with us tomorrow for our Wellness Wednesday with Eva at 4 p.m. Thank you so much. So glad you enjoyed the playlist. I love it. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining.